Hello again. It's good to see you. We know the natural notes. Now, sometimes you'll see symbols. One of them looks like a number sign or a pound sign, and the other one looks like a lowercase b. Well, the pound sign is known as a sharp, and the lowercase b is known as a flat. We're going to dig in. We're going to fill in all of the empty frets and all of the empty spaces that the natural notes left us. That's what we're going to do. So let's start at G. You know where G is. It's the third fret of the low E string. So we're going to put our first finger on the third fret of the low E string. There it is. Now, what a sharp is up one fret, right? So we're at G, move it up to the fourth fret, that's G sharp. We've moved up one fret. Half step. So we have G natural, or just plain G, G, now play G sharp. There it is, that's the fourth fret, that's G sharp. Now let's move it back to G, or G natural, third fret. Now, what's G flat? Well, if we move a half step up, that's sharp. Here's G natural, if we move it back a half step, that's G flat. There we go, that's G flat. Second fret on the low E string is G flat. So you get to look at that G natural and say, there's G, I know G is there. Well, sharp is always up a fret. And here's back to G, G. And I know flat is always back a fret. Well, that's there. So G to G flat is back one fret. G natural, G sharp, G or G natural, G flat. So let's try that. Try that with me. So let's play a G. There's G. Good. Let's move it up to G sharp. There's G sharp. Always has been, always will be. Back to G. How about G flat? Good. G. All right, let's do that again. Let's do G. G sharp. Up. Good. Back to G. Just G natural. Good. How about G flat? Good. You get it? Of course you got it. Right. There, back to G. Okay, ready? Play G natural. Ready, go. How about G flat? Good. How about G sharp? Whoa, that's up here. Now let's go back home to G natural. There's G natural. Good. Good. G sharp. G. G flat. Good. G. G sharp. A. A. Where's A? Well, we already know that this is A natural. Hello, A natural. Let's apply the same thing that we did with G to A. Ready, set, go. Let's do this. A sharp is going to be, here's A. Where's A sharp? Up one, right. There we go. Back to A natural. A sharp again. Let's do A sharp again. Ready, go. A sharp. Good. Now, how about A natural? Or just plain A? There it is. Okay. A flat. Where is A flat? A flat is back. Flat is back. Flat is back. There we go. A. So we can go A flat. So we have A. And for those of you who want to sing while you play, this is excellent. This is a great time to sing or hum along. If your voice range is around here, you can stay right there and you can try and match that pitch, especially when your guitar is in tune. A. Then where's A sharp? A sharp, A sharp, A sharp. Then back to A. A. Now, if your voice is higher, you can do it an octave higher. Then A flat, then back to A. There it is. A flat, back to A. There you go. And that will help you tune your voice. You can try and hit those pitches. And it's nice to hum along sometimes. So there we go. There's that. There's A. Let's try this. Where's A sharp? Ready, go. Yeah. Did you land on the 6th fret? I sure hope so, because that's A sharp. Let's go back to A natural. 5th fret. Go. There, good. How about A flat? A flat. Good. A natural. Good. A sharp. Good. A. How about A flat? Okay, how about A? A natural. Good. A sharp. A. A flat. G sharp. Oh, how about that? How about that? A flat and G sharp both reside on the 4th fret. A natural, let's play an A natural. Ready? 5th fret. Move it back to A flat. Let's visualize this. Now move it back another half step to the 3rd fret, which is G. Good. Let's move it back up to the 4th fret and stop there and visualize. See that this note on the 4th fret, here's A, it's also A flat, but it's also G, G sharp. A flat, G sharp. A flat, G sharp. Same place. There's a reason for that. We can get into all of that. For now, you know how that works. You know that it's there. That's what's most important. And you can visualize it, you see it, and you can see why it works. You can see how it works. You understand that. That's it. That's the understanding. 4th fret, what note is that? G sharp, A flat. Okay, good. And certain keys require this, and we'll get through all of that. We can cover that. It makes sense. It's beautiful. The musical language is very beautiful. But for now, we have mapped out the entire fretboard. Don't worry, we'll keep going, because we'll take care of that enigma with, E sharp, F flat, they don't really exist. We'll take care of that right now. It's not that difficult. This is one of those things that just is. Sometimes that's hard for me to accept. Well, that's just the way it is. Well, that's not a very good answer for me, but it never really worked for me. But in this case, we will have to accept for now, we will have to accept that mathematically it just is. It just is. E to F is a half step. There's no such thing as E sharp, and I'll display that right now. We will do that. Well, how about we do it at B? Let's find B. B is what? B natural is where? That's the 7th fret. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's B. How do we check that? How do we check for the veracity of that statement? We know there's an open B string. We do that every time we tune up. By the way, every time you pick up your guitar to start playing, if it's a new day or a new evening, whenever you sit down to play, before you start playing, if you've had a break for a little bit, give your guitar a tune, make sure you're in tune. That way we can check these things. So if this is B, well, how do we know that for sure? Well, we know that there's an open B string, right? The 2nd string is open B. So we pluck this and we pluck this, and this B is, it's an octave higher. Ready? So here's B, and here's this B, an octave higher. If you have something that sounds like, well, that's whoa, or if we have, that's no. But if you count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you want to make sure, actually there should be a fret dot there for you. There's B, there's B. Okay, we know we're safe. We know we're in a good place here. So we're at B natural, right? We're at B, 7th fret. We know that. So let's go to B flat. Flat is back 1. Ready? Here's B. Where's B flat? Good. B flat. Here's B. Let's go back to B flat. Good. Now play B. Ready? B. Okay. Let's play B sharp. Well, wait, Chris, wait. That's C natural, right? It is C natural. It's C natural. And we'll save the philosophy of mathematics and music for perhaps, some people at MIT or something. B doesn't have a sharp. It just doesn't. B doesn't get a sharp. B goes right into C. B goes directly into C. Now that I'm thinking about it, I want to know why. It works out mathematically, and we can get into that. But here's the 7th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. B, I'll wonder, these are the things I think about when the power goes out. So we have B to C to B. So let's just learn now those natural notes. They're the steady rock. The natural notes own those places, okay? So C, instead of B sharp, we have C. Okay, instead of B sharp, we have C. So B to C, and we can run that a couple of times. B to C, B to C. It just is, there we go, B to C. Now, same thing. Now we're on C, right? 8th fret. The same thing happens kind of in reverse in Bizarro land. So C has C sharp. Let's find C. Ooh, C sharp. C sharp is up 1. There it is. Now back to C natural. There. Back to C sharp. Back to C natural. C sharp. C. C flat. Well, you're thinking, Chris, come on, there's no C flat. That's B. And you're right. That's B natural. So we always default to the natural notes. That's all I'm saying here. We just default to the natural notes. B to C, C to B. And we can run that exercise again. Let's do D first. Let's do D. Ready? Let's get up to that 10th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after we do some exercises in the play section, which we've already done, you'll just get to recognize with your fret dots and your fret markers. Well, D is right there. One of the ways I used to look at it is, well, here's the 12th fret, and it has these 2 dots right here, and I just move back 2 frets. That's 10th. That's the 10th fret. So instead of counting up this way all the time, I would look at the 12th fret and just count back 2. Because I know that double dot means 12. Double dot, 12th fret. There we go. But right now we're at D. How do we check that D? When we tune our guitars, you know the drill, you know this, right? Oh, Chris, I already know this. Good, good. D here, how do we check that? There's an open D string. There we go, we know that. We know we're at the right spot. That's how you can check. That's how you can check to make sure you know you're right. If you feel a little unsure, just think. Use all of the things that you know to your advantage. Use them. Let them help you out. That's what they're there for. That's why we learn these things. So we have D. Okay, we're on sharps and flats. We know D natural. Ready? D sharp, ready, go. Yeah. Back to D. D flat. D natural. Good. D sharp. Good. D. Back to D sharp. Back to D. Back to D flat. All right, back up to D. D sharp. D flat. Good. D. D flat. D sharp. D. Great. Excellent. Excellent. That's how you do it. Ready? D. So we've covered D. Go to D sharp. Up another fret is E. How do we check that? There's our octave. That 12th fret will tell us, okay, we can see what's coming. It's the same situation as B. B to C. B to C. That's the half step. Well, we already know from open E to F, there's no E sharp, it just goes E to F. But it's easier to see up here, up at the 12th fret. So you have 12th fret E. Now when I say E flat, you know where to go. E flat, right? E natural, good. E flat again. E, good. E sharp. Well, what is that? we know that that's F, E to F. When we're down here, we don't say E to E sharp, no. We say E to F. Same thing up here at the octave, E to F, or anywhere else on the fretboard, E to F, E to F. There's no E sharp. Same thing here, B to C, there's no B sharp. So, while we have E to F, the same thing happens. If we say F, where's F sharp? Good. Where's F? Where's F flat? Nah, that's E. That's E natural. So F goes back to E natural, just like here. F goes back to E natural. There we have it. That's pretty much it. Oh, well, we didn't cover, there's one we didn't cover. I don't think we covered E, so play an E here at the 12th fret. Go back to E flat. Good, back to E natural. Back to E flat. Good. Now go to D natural. Good, check it if you need to. Yeah, that sounds right. D, good D, to D sharp. D, D sharp, good. D, natural, to D sharp. Good. Play D sharp again. Good. Now play E flat. Right. Same thing. This, visualize it again. Here's D, here's E. E flat, D sharp. It's the same note. It's the same pitch. They're called different things. They may be called different things, but you know that E flat and D sharp, they reside right here at that 11th fret. It'll always be there. So we can see that. And take time before the play section if you want to. Really visualize it. Get to know it now because you'll use it again and again and again and again. We will use this E string to base just about everything else in these beginning lessons off of this low E string. So if I say F sharp, you know. If I say G, you know where to go. And you can quiz yourself. Have somebody quiz you. You can quiz yourself to A. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll get to know. Instead of counting up all the time, you'll use your fret markers and you'll say, well, A, I have a fret marker here at the 3rd fret and I have a fret marker here at the 5th fret. And I just know that boop, right there is A. Good. And you can quiz yourself. A sharp. You can even take little pieces of paper and write E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A sharp B, C, D, D sharp, and then, did I say D sharp? And then up to E. We already have a piece of paper that says E, good. And then what else do you need? You'll need the flat. So you have all of those. You'll have, what, 11 or 12 pieces of paper here. And then what will you have? Then you'll have to do E flat, D flat. We don't have to do C flat. And you'll have B flat, A flat, G flat. And what you can do is you can pick out a piece of paper and say, where is that thing? Or you can just name them out, whatever. You can quiz yourself. Have a friend go, all right, pick a piece of paper out of a hat, play E flat and see how fast you can do. Where's E flat? Okay, 12th fret, there it is. How about G flat? There we go. How about A flat? How about G sharp? Good. And as we practice, the beautiful thing about the play section is we get to do very common chord progressions and very common vamps, and you'll see them again and again, and certain chords like to live together, and that's what's called keys. Right now, we're making music, and we know we have mapped out, think about it, we have mapped out the entire low E string. There aren't any more notes to learn. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pitches. That's it. And we know where not only do we know where they are, we know their names. We know their names and we know where they reside. That will remain true. That's a constant, and you can always count on it. So we're going to get to know that through the play sections, and we'll get familiar. You might have a slightly different way of looking at things. So I think it's important to take the time and learn the guitar on its own terms and make them yours. if you have a mnemonic device that you can use, or you have some way to remember that this is F or this is G or A flat, take some time, get to know it, because it's rock solid. That will be your rock. That will be your beacon. This low E string will be your beacon for many, many things. And have fun with it. The beauty of it is I only had to learn it once. It really helped out. So I got to know it by doing those things, and it really helped teaching, because I would look at my students say, play G, and doing what we just did. G, G sharp, G, G flat, G, G sharp, G, G sharp, A flat. Same thing. Have fun with it, and that's about all for the low E string. If I come up with anything, I'll certainly let you know. So have fun mapping that out, and thank you for your patience, and hopefully you had fun. I love doing that. A sharp, A flat. So hopefully you had a little bit of fun there. And we learned a whole lot. So congratulations on that. You've mapped out this entire string. So let's now do what all of this is about. Let's make some music with it. All right. Yeah. So good. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. This is excellent. And yeah, let's go have fun with it now. I'll see you in the play section.